Hey baddies, it's your girl Sham and I'm back with another video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you could be a baddie too. Obviously, as you can tell by the title, this is going to be an overall piercing update video. So if that sounds interesting, stay tuned.
You got me, got me twisted. You got me twisted.
Okay, so before I get too far into the video, number one, my allergies are on 1,000 right now. So I apologize if I sound nasally. If my nose is red, it's because I keep blowing my nose. I've taken a Zyrtec D. I've taken Flonase. It's been raining all day. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just miserable. But I do need to film this video so that I can post it tomorrow. So it is what it is. Let me start this video off by saying I got all three of these piercings more or less back to back to back. I got my Conch done in December of 2020, right? 6 months later, I went and got my Snug done in July of 21. And then 6 months later, I got my Cartilage done in December of 21. I kind of don't recommend doing that because it, to an extent, limited my options of sleeping on my side. I'm a side sleeper. I love sleeping on my side. So when I first got my Conch done, I actually have a traveling neck pillow that I sleep on. So I had to sleep on that for about, I would say about a month. And then I was able to not sleep on it. But then I got my Snug done. And so I couldn't sleep on this side because of my Snug. So I had to sleep on this side a lot more. And although my Conch didn't get irritated, there was no bump or anything like that, it was starting to get irritated from the fact that I kept sleeping on this side and the piercing was still relatively new. So I would start sleeping with the travel pillow. Well, then my Snug started healing, but it wasn't fully healed, and then I got my Cartilage done. So I had to sleep on this side a lot more. And it just like, it wasn't a good idea. If you're gonna do what I did, I'm gonna recommend that you get one ear done at a time. They usually will give you multiple piercings on one side. So just go ahead, whatever you want pierced, get it done on that one side. Let that one side fully heal and then get the other side done. Don't go back and forth and give it 6 months like I did, because although they were healing, they weren't fully healed. They say usually cartilage piercings take about 12 months to heal. So don't recommend doing that. I'm gonna start with my Snug since it's time for the year update for it. I think I did a 1 and 3 month update. I don't know if I did a 6 month update, so this is gonna be the 1 year update. I will post whatever Snug updates I have up here back to back to back so y'all can watch those. Pretty much, honestly, my Snug is probably doing the best compared to this ear. It's not irritated. Following the initial healing process, and I did have those bumps. Once I got those bumps to go away, my Snug has been pretty cool. It will get a little irritated and a little swollen if I sleep on it too much, or if I sleep directly on it. I don't use the neck pillow. But for the most part, my Snug is actually the calmest piercing compared to these two. And I'll go ahead and zoom in and show it to you guys. First of all, it is 1:48 in the morning. So let me be clear, my wig is not secured on my head. So if you see the lace, if my braids, whatever, I don't care, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead and say that. So this is what my Snug looks like. So it's probably dirty because I cleaned it this morning, but all three of these piercings still crust over. If you look at the top, it's completely fine. There's no bump. If I push it down and you look at the bottom, there's a slight bump, and it's a little bit swollen because not swollen, but it's a little bit red because this isn't my first take of filming this video, and obviously I've touched it since this take, since, you know, whatever. So that's what my Snug looks like. She's cool, cool, calm, and collected for the most part. The initial healing sucked, but ever since then it's been cool. My Conch and my Cartilage, on the other hand, suck. First of all, it started raining, so if y'all hear the rain, I'm sorry. I can't predict the weather. So my Conch and my cartilage were fine at first. In fact, my conch was completely cool. I didn't have any problems with it. It did bleed if I would pull out this jewelry to change it, but I think that was from my nail digging into my skin or something. But I haven't had any issues out of my conch, and it's been done for 1.5 years at this point. My cartilage is only about 6 months old, so this one, like, I don't have any issues with it flaring up or whatever because it's still relatively new. However, my conch should be healed, right? Well, if you haven't seen the videos about me being sick in April, I'll post those up here. Ever since I got sick, my conch and my cartilage have been acting a handful. And I don't know if it's because I was asleep for like that whole time that I was sick, and if I was sleeping on it funny, or if I was sleeping on it too much, or what happened. But my conch has not been having a good time. I'll just zoom you guys in and show you both at the same time so I don't have to keep zooming in and out. So this is my conch. She looks fine on the outside, but if I flip her, which I don't want to do because it kind of hurts, and again, this isn't my first time filming this, if I flip her, there's a big old bump on the back, and occasionally, oh, can you guys even see it? I can barely see it, so that's as good as it's gonna get. Occasionally it bleeds. Now this is my cartilage, see my lace. There was a bump up here on the facing side that looks like it disappeared. The back of it is completely fine. See, there's nothing on the back, but there was a bump on the front outside versus my conch where like the front and the outside looks fine. The back, there's a big old bump. So like I said, my cartilage, the back, every so often when I go to clean it, it'll just start bleeding. And I'm not sure if it's because the bump is like popping, or if there's a scab on it and I'm sometimes accidentally pulling it off when I go to clean it, and that's what's causing it to bleed. I have no clue. But up until about April, before I got up until about April, I didn't have a problem with it. Like before I got sick, it was completely fine. It never bled when I cleaned it. There wasn't a bump on it or anything. Since I've gotten sick, the bump comes and goes. It bleeds all the time. If I go to clean it right now and it bleeds, I wouldn't be surprised. And same thing with my cartilage. For the most part, my cartilage is very new. It's still a little temperamental. But I did go downsize the jewelry and it was fine until I got sick. Once I got sick, I got a bump on the top, like on the facing side, that kept coming and going. And it was getting bigger and bigger to the point where I was nervous that I needed to upsize the jewelry back to the original jewelry that I had gotten pierced with, because the bump was actually kind of pushing up against the jewelry. It was so big. Then, to make a very long story short, June 28th, I woke up and it looked like the bump had popped and my cartilage was crusted over. So if you don't want to see dried blood, just go ahead and like not look for 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what my cartilage looked like when I woke up that morning. And then I did clean it, and so I'm going to show you guys. There's no blood or anything. This is what it looked like right after I cleaned it. It looked like the bump had never even been there, and it was good to go. A couple days after that, the bump did come back, and it just recently went back down again, which is why you don't really see it when I just showed it to you. And I've been cleaning all of my piercings twice a day. Maybe 2 or 3 days out of the week, I will put tea tree oil on my cartilage and on my conch. But unfortunately, it does not seem to be helping. I'm not sleeping directly on either side. If I sleep on either side, I use my traveling neck pillow. I've been sleeping on that travel pillow since December of 2020, y'all, and I'm tired of it. But so, like, I've been taking the precautions, I feel like, to not irritate it. So I'm not sure why this ear in particular is irritated, and both of those piercings have bumps on them. And to be honest, I have not changed my routine or anything drastically since I got them done. So like when I got them done, they were fine. everything was fine until I got sick. So I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. But ever since then, they've been acting up, and I haven't done anything differently. So like, if it's irritated now from me sleeping on it, it should have been irritated months ago from me sleeping on it. Like, the bumps should not be new. The bleeding and the crusting over should not be new if it was already irritated prior to me getting sick. So I have no clue. What else was I going to say? Oh, I have not done the Advil or ibuprofen crushed up and like sitting that on there. I think I'm going to have to start doing that, because me cleaning it, trying to leave it alone, and you know, putting tea tree oil on it is not doing what it needs to do. The bumps will not go away. They come and go, which is also weird, because again, I have not changed anything. I do try to not sleep on this side, but if I do sleep on the side, I use my travel pillow. So it's just like 2 and 2 is not making 4, and I'm not sure what to do. So I do kind of apologize that this really wasn't like a productive piercing update video, because again, I like I said, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what's causing the irritation or what's causing the bumps, to try and figure out what I need to do to fix it, because nothing's changed, but now all of a sudden I have this irritation. So it's like, what I am going to do though is start that crushed up ibuprofen and sea salt spray paste and see if that'll help. So I will update you guys in about a month. If you guys want to see a video, I've done a video already on my channel. I'll link up here where I made the paste and showed you guys how I did it. But if you want to see me put it, I guess, on these piercings, let me know. But other than that, that's really all I have for you guys. Again, I apologize. It wasn't a positive piercing update, but it was honest. So that is all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you got to the end of this video and you have not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also click that bell notification so that you get notified when I post every single Sunday at 5 p.m. Give me a big thumbs up if you like this type of content. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, leave them down in the comment section. I am not a professional piercer, okay? My best advice is going to always be to talk to your piercer, the person that did your piercing. However, if you have any questions about my personal experience, I can give you, you know, the advice that I have about what happened to me, but that is about it. While you're down there, click that link in my description so that you can listen to my music. I will be dropping an album on August 5th. So whenever you're watching this, if it's past August 5th, make sure you click that link in my description so that you can listen to my album, period. Follow me on social media at Shaman Patterson. Other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.